What up, your boy MC Shadow? Now, like the title says, are all gangs the same? Well, no, they're not. Not even close. So, when people push the narrative saying, well, all of you guys are the same, all gangs are alike, all gang members, no, that's not true. You know what I mean? Different area, different mentality, different way shit cracks, different way shit goes. So no, we're not all the same. So try to put us all in the same basket is fucking idiotic. Now, I can tell you this. All gangs are bad. All gangs are bullshit. All gangs will lead you to death or incarceration, and if you do manage to survive, like some of us have, but the book is not even over yet, it's definitely going to be a roller coaster ride full of more downs and ups. You know what I mean? But for people to say that they're all the same is stupid, because no, it's not. I'm not going to go into specific neighborhoods and what they do and everything like that, because, you know, in respect, you know, to the neighborhoods, and not only that, you know, going into details on certain shit like that is kind of like, you know, as for the neighborhood, you know, and themselves to, you know, to conduct how they do their thing, you know what I mean? But anywho, now there's certain neighborhoods, for example, there's certain gangs that that don't attack the elderly, don't attack family, don't attack children, and carry themselves with that manner, you know, like they only go after the ones that they have beef with, and not, you know, attacking family or innocent people and stuff like that. There's other gangs that they're not allowed to hit up in their own neighborhoods or mess with the people that live in their own neighborhoods, you know, for better purposes, you know, less heat by the cops. The people there won't throw you under the bus, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. There's other neighborhoods that just care about money, making money. Anything else is irrelevant. There's other neighborhoods that don't care about making no money, and they're just strictly gangbanging. There's neighborhoods that you know, have like just a specific agenda. There's other neighborhoods that don't. There's neighborhoods that just jump in whoever. It doesn't even matter who the hell they are, even if they don't want to get into the neighborhood and stuff like that. There's neighborhoods that are well established, meetings all the time, and keep their circle, you know, very tight. There's other neighborhoods that let them do whatever the fuck that they want and run amok. You know, and you know, yada 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 yada. So for people to say that, no, all neighborhoods are the same and everything like that, like, nah, no, it's not. Like, for example, like cartelists in general, the whole attacking the family, and they have to pay the price too. Like, I think that shit is ridiculous. I think that shit is stupid. You know what I mean? The way I see it is like, you're only supposed to hit the people that have, you know, that are involved in this life and what's cracking, you know what I mean? Everybody else is like, it's irrelevant. Like leave them people alone, you know what I mean? Like, they don't want nothing to do with this kind of world, you know what I'm saying? It's only meant for the ones that chose to do this world. So it's like, when they go, it's like, don't even act like you're surprised, like, why you going, you know what I mean? Like, you knew what this was. You know, people can't be shocked about it, you know what I mean? But for them, or other neighborhoods, like certain black neighborhoods, especially like in Chicago and New York and stuff like that, like they go after the mom or the son, and you know, say like, oh, you know what, we could smoke that fool, but instead of him, we should kill his son better, you know, like, you know, that way we really send the message. That is fucking stupid, you know what I mean? Like, that whole mentality is ridiculous, you know what I mean? Like, that's a garbage way of thinking, you know what I mean? Or like certain sets, like, let's say they belong to an organization and then they drop out because they were doing the cooking, but the fire got too hot for them, so you know what I mean, they threw the towel. But then they go to another kitchen to start cooking again, you know. But this time the heat's not so hot right there, you know. It'll probably eventually get there too, and they're gonna drop out of that one. If you didn't drop out of this one, if you dropped out of this one, you know, then it's only a matter of time you drop out of that one. You know what I mean? That's pretty much how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So it makes no sense when organizations start off when they're dropouts. You know, like why? When you were part of that organization, you were doing the shit talking, calling dropouts lames and pussies and whack and bitches and all this and that, and then you stirred yourself into that corner, and then all of a sudden now you want to take the same road, but justify it and say that no, my situation was different. Yes, of course it was. It always is. You know what I mean? So that just makes no sense whatsoever. You know what I mean? See, that people like to blame that, you know, it was the organization, is these groups, you know, that they took advantage of poor defenses themselves, you know, when they were just looking to live a good life and better themselves. Like, no. All right, you volunteered, you raised your hand, you were speaking on this, you were the one that said I know somebody, you were the one that said I'll do it, you were the one that you're the one that said I want to get jumped in, you're the one that said I'm down with you guys, you're the one that said let me roll with you, you're the one that opened the car door and jumped in, you're the one that jumped out and ran up on them, you know what I mean? Nobody else but you. But then tables turned because your scandalous persona finally caught back up to you, because the shady and shiesty is only a matter of time before they become the one getting, you know, the other end of the stick. And then that's when they're like, oh no, you know what, man? Like, yeah, these guys are assholes. They took advantage of me when I gave them all, was down with them, and now they turned their backs on me. And ain't nobody turned their backs on you. You know what I mean? Like, what happened is that you bit more than what you could chew. You know what I mean? You poured yourself more food on your plate that you weren't able to eat. You know what I'm saying? But you were the one doing the serving. You served yourself on that plate. You know what I mean? So you can't complain and say that, man, it's a chef's fault because he's the one that cooked it and made it smell so good. I had no choice but to serve myself so much. Like, that's not how it works, bro. You know what I mean? So for people to say that all neighborhoods are the same and all gangs are the same and all that, nah, that is not true. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it don't even matter, because it's it's all bullshit. It's better to stay in school and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But for people to try to like put them on the same basket, nah, it don't roll like that either. You know what I mean? Like, they're not all the same. They conduct their organization differently. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, sure, it has the same outcomes, no doubt about that. But it's a different program, different way they carry themselves. You know, that's why some people say that, oh, these guys are assholes, man. Like, you're nothing like them. You guys are cool and whatever. Like, well, yeah, like, why are we gonna be picking on people that have nothing to do with gangbanging? You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes no sense. You know, like, what will we get out of that? Not a goddamn thing. That's not putting in work. That's not you guys being tough. Like, you running up on a bunch of kids from high school and punking them. Like, how the fuck is that tough? Or like an elderly couple or anything like that and jacking them. Like, that's not tough. What the fuck? What's tough about that? It's idiotic. Is what it is. Some neighborhoods prefer you educating yourselves and running your game with strategy and planning and education, you know, and plans and backup plans and all this and that, you know what I mean? And then there's other ones that don't give a fuck. They let them do whatever the fuck they want. But they have rapists and pedophiles and homosexuals and snitches and all kinds of shit. It's a circus. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is. Just want to make that quick video because, you know, I'd be saying that, nah, they're all the same. Like, no, not all the neighborhoods are the same. I mean, yeah, it's all bullshit, but to say that they are the same, nah, you don't get to do that either. Come on now. So, just my thoughts and shout them out.